What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here, and this is Supergirl Season 2, Episode 8, Medusa. The first of the epic four-night crossover, and of course, to start off this epicness, we got exactly what we wanted. We got talks about relationships, we got more talk about Alex coming out, we got barely any fight scenes, we got a cliche storyline with Lena, we got, I don't know, some other thing added in with these people looking for Mon-El that sort of came out of nowhere. Exactly what we wanted, right? Right? No. No. No, 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 no. You could put some of this on the back burner for this week, please. I don't know. I don't get it. It feels like for this crossover, it should have been a bit more focused on the crossover, but instead what we got was another episode of Supergirl. We got a continuation of the story that they're going through. We got more of Mon-El and Kara and their little, oh, are they going to get together or not? Which is stupid because it's so obvious and so cliche and pretty much exactly how they handled the Jimmy storyline in the first season. Somebody's like, you realize he likes you, right? And she's like, what? No, he doesn't. No. Word for word, exactly what she said in the first season when somebody said, oh, Jimmy likes you. I'm just like, really? We're doing this again. The first part of the four-night crossover, we're doing this story still. And then we get, Alex's little... it's funny to me because I didn't even realize what pissed me off so much about this until tonight's episode. I've seen, I've seen some homosexual characters in other shows. They've had them. Some of them are handled well. Some of them are handled not so well. The issue that I've had with this one that I didn't even realize until I started watching, I started listening to her and her mom talk about it. The issue I have is that they're treating it like it's the biggest thing Alex has ever been through. And here's the thing. As somebody who is not homosexual and as somebody who doesn't really even, I can't really feel like I relate to that because, I don't. I don't see that side of it. So I can't really say, okay, I know where the storyline is going because I don't. I've never felt that way. I never experienced that. I only have a couple friends, but I haven't actually talked to them about how they feel about stuff like that. So I can't with good conscience say I know how homosexuals should be represented. But here's the thing, and here's what I've started just thinking more and more recently. It's a sexual preference. It's the only thing it should change is, okay, you're a girl that likes girls. That's it. And honestly, that's what I love about The Walking Dead and how they're handling their characters is that it's who they like. Tara is a girl who likes girls. Aaron is a guy who likes guys. That's all it is. It's not like, oh my gosh, you're gay. That completely changes everything about you. No, that's not what it is. There are certain personality traits we normally represent people with. Like most gay guys are represented as being very feminine, stuff like that. But other than that, being gay doesn't change your personality. It's who you like. That's all it is. And obviously, a lot of people make a big deal about it, but I don't think it should be. And the fact that this show is making such a big deal about it to the point where it's become one of the big storylines for this season is Alex figuring out her sexuality and how, oh my gosh, this is changing me. It's just who you like. You don't like guys, you like girls. Congratulations, story resolved. We don't have to go any further with this. No, they have to draw it out. They have to make the last 5 episodes about it. And at this point, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of seeing it. I want to move on to other stuff. And it's not even just that. Like I said, the Kara and Mon-El stuff is getting so tired and old and just, really? We're still doing this? They're still doing oh, no, we don't like each other, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of it, they kiss because he's about to die. And then he doesn't remember that. So Kara says, oh, no, you didn't, you just drooled. So now we still have this storyline going on. It's still not resolved. Because, yeah, I want to see more of Kara and Mon-El. That's what I tune in each week on Supergirl to see. I tune in to see, are Kara and Mon-El going to get together this week? I tune in to see the fight scenes. I tune in to see the story. I tune in to see what's going to happen with Kara being Supergirl. And you know what? I hardly got any of that in this episode. The fights were so quick and cut off so easily. It's like 1 minute we see Mon-El's fighting Cyborg Superman, which, by the way, can I just say, that little mask thing they created on his face? Why? He looked badass with that little cyborg eye out of the side of his head. That was cool. And then they put on like this half mask on his face. And then he looks stupid. I don't know why they decided to change his costume, but anyway, they're fighting because he sets off this little like Medusa thing, whatever it's called. He sets it off in the bar, and all of the aliens die inside the bar. So, Mon-El sees him leaving. He goes to see, what is Jean doing here? Turns out it's not Jean, so he fights him for like a few seconds. And just little nitpick. Whenever you do a slow motion scene, it may not be best to do that slow motion scene when you have a character falling into a cardboard slash plastic item that's supposed to look like metal, because he throws him slow motion into the dumpster and it holds on it as he crashes into it for like 3 seconds. You can clearly see that's just like cardboard with plastic made to look like a dumpster wrapped around it. I'm just like, why would you slow-mo that? You're just trying to get us to see, look, this is not a real dumpster. Anyway, little nitpick, but it was kind of stupid to me. So that fight pretty much just cuts off. Cyborg Superman leaves, Mon-El goes inside, sees that every alien inside is dead and decides to stick around, and why did they die? It couldn't be because of some aerosolized, oh crap, there's an aerosolized thing in here, I'm dying now. So they lock him up in the DEO to keep him from spreading the virus. And at first he seems like everything's okay, then he starts to exhibit some of the, like, I guess, symptoms? I don't know. They said apparently because he's from Daxam and it's so similar to Kryptonian blood, this device that only kills aliens that are not Kryptonian, it's not going to affect him. And can I just say, the fact that this device was created to kill every alien but a Kryptonian, they do realize that humans are aliens to Kryptonians, right? Like, that is probably the only thing that I could think about throughout this entire episode, is that this should be killing humans too. Because to Kryptonites, or Kryptonians, we're aliens. We're not human. We're aliens to Kryptonians. We are from another planet. This aerosolized thing that's only supposed to not kill Kryptonians should not be not killing humans, if that makes any sense. Like, are you even thinking? Really? Like, did you even think about this? Oh, this device kills every alien that's not a Kryptonian. What about humans? We're aliens. No, we're not. We're humans. Stupid. So, we move on from that. They start to realize after all the talking about, Kara and Mon-El are talking, and then Maggie and Alex are talking, and then Alex's mother is talking to her, and all the big drama part of this episode that has been going on for the past 5 episodes. We finally get to the point where they realize, okay, so Cadmus is going to try to use L-Corp to, like, some sort of isotope in L-Corp to aerosolize their virus and spread it throughout the entire city and kill every alien that's not Kryptonian. So they realize that. Kara goes to stop Cyborg Superman. Once again, the fight is very short, and then it's just cut off. Like, once again, out of nowhere. Like, he's about to, I guess, kill her, and all of a sudden, the portal thing that's, however you jump between dimensions, it opens up, distracts him, she kicks him down, he shoots Maggie in the shoulder, and then Kara goes to help her, and he's gone. Left, somehow. I don't know. Yeah, he's just gone. So, that fight's over. Then we get to the final part of it after more drama ensues. And Lena has now turned evil to help her mother after a season long of, oh, she's a good person, she's a good person, she's a good person. She's not a good person, guys. Can you believe it? Came out of nowhere. She's definitely not faking it right now. I mean, why would she fake this? Why would she pretend to help her mom just to not help her? I mean, that wouldn't make any sense unless she's really trying to stop her mother from... You guys are stupid if you think that she could possibly be good after all of this. I mean, come on. Why on earth would she be good and be helping her mother right now? It's just... Anybody else sick of these fake outs? I don't know. Supergirl hasn't really done it before, but I've seen it so many times in shows. I've seen so many. I mean, Arrow did it in season 3. Like he's working for Ra's al Ghul now. His mind has been brainwashed. He's forced to work with him now. He believes everything. He's definitely helping him, guys. He has not turned against his team at all. No, don't even believe for a second that Oliver's a good guy anymore. He is now a bad guy. Why on earth would he possibly betray Ra's al Ghul? It wouldn't make any sense. It would almost be like a Deus Ex Machina. Oh look, Deus Ex Machina. She apparently switches out the isotope so the missile doesn't kill aliens, instead it just neutralizes the thing. And then we have our sappy little ending where they've managed to fix Mon-El, they managed to fix John, turn him back into a green Martian instead of a white Martian. Done. Really? We dedicated so much time in this episode to focusing on Kara and Mon-El, to focus on Alex and Maggie, to focus on Alex and her mother and their relationship, to even focus on Jimmy and Wynn talking about telling Kara, hey, we're a guardian, and Alex saying no. All of this focus, all of this time wasted on focusing on stupid things, just so at the end we can say, oh, look at this, guys, Mon-El's cured, John's cured, story over. You could have focused more on that. You could have focused more on the science there. You could have made it more interesting there. You could have done so many more interesting things instead of focusing on storylines that have been going on for so many weeks now that I am no longer interested in. And I want to move on. And so, I know I've ranted a lot. Is there any good in this episode? A bit. First of all, I will say that as much as I didn't enjoy all the Kara and Mon-El stuff, I do think Mon-El is enjoyably stupid when it comes to the Earth customs. You know, he comes in with stuffing from his pillow, thinking that's the stuffing for the turkey. You know, he's playing nice with Kara's mom, trying to get to her, and instead it just comes off as really flirty because he doesn't understand exactly how to be nice without sounding flirty. You know, so all of these little things, it is enjoyable. The stuff with Jean, even though it was wrapped up like that, it's still good. You know, it's still emotional. First of all, seeing Hank Henshaw for the first time, I wish they'd focused a bit more on that because it should have been a really emotional moment. Instead, we just got a little bit of a fight scene between them. But ultimately, he finally says, you know, you're right, I am a monster, and turns into the White Martian for the first time. And so he's a White Martian for a second. And that's part of why I'm so frustrated by the fact that they sort of glossed over that ending, because it should have been more emotional. You know, him turning into White Martian, him seeing Hank Henshaw, all of that should have been more emotional. Instead, we just get, a little bit of a fight scene. He gets thrown between two dumpsters. He comes back out as a White Martian, starts to beat up Hank Henshaw, and then Hank Henshaw lasers him in the shoulder because that seems to be his thing. And then Kara comes out of nowhere, smacks him into the ground. And then that's when they realize, it's not killing any aliens because Lena betrayed. And then all of a sudden, Hank Henshaw's gone again. So I don't understand. I don't understand why they glossed over really emotional stuff like that to focus on more. We're building a relationship between these two. I mean, honestly, at the end, when Alex, she's in her apartment, she hears a knock on the door. I'm just like, it's gonna be Maggie, right? Because that's what they've been building up to in this episode, is that they're finally going to get together. Because that's what I want to see. I don't want to see the fights. I don't want to see Kara being Supergirl. I don't want to see her trying to balance her life of being a reporter and being a superhero, which we have not seen for the past 3 episodes. No, I want to see people getting together. I cannot wait for Kara and Mon-El to get together. And then, who knows what else they're going to do. Maybe Lena and Jimmy will get together. I mean, let's go ahead. All the fan fiction writers start shipping people because apparently that's all the show cares about now. It doesn't care about the fight scenes. It doesn't care about Supergirl. It doesn't care about storylines that involve actual superheroing. It's just back to season 1. Let's focus on the relationships again. That's all it is. So then Barry Allen shows up to save this show because, frankly, somebody needs to. So Vibe helps Barry through the portal and he shows up in Kara's apartment. A little bit of humor at the end, like, I really hope this is the right place, because if not, somebody's going to be very confused. And then Kara walks in. Barry's like, "This is my friend," and unfortunately, Cisco's just like, "Friend's kind of a heavy term." I'm just like, "Dang it, Cisco! Can't you just understand?" So it's very clear there's still emotional issues there. But yeah, I mean, Barry's like, how I helped you, and you said you would do the same if I ever needed it. And it's just like, well, I need your help. So very interesting to see where it's going to go, what the actual, because ultimately the next 3 episodes are going to be the crossover event. This episode was not a part of the crossover, and I don't care what they say, it is not part of the crossover. This was a Supergirl episode focused all on Supergirl, not even on Supergirl really, focused on the relationships. I hate to say that. Well, I just hate the fact that they said it was a 4-night crossover event, and ultimately it's just going to be 3 nights. Why? Why lie to us? It's like teasing us. It's like, oh, promises that we did not fulfill. Thank you. Oh, so yeah, frustrating episode. Maybe it'll get better. I don't know. I don't know. I hope it will. I think it's going to be a few weeks before Supergirl returns. I think this crossover is kind of going to be this mid-season finale for all of these shows. So we'll see what happens when it returns. I'm really hoping that maybe because they focus so much on the relationships the first half of the season, hopefully it'll be more about Supergirl the second half of the season. Like I'm really begging them to focus more on Supergirl the second half of the season because I cannot take any more of this stupid Kara, Mon-El, or Alex and Maggie stuff. It's too much. It's stupid. It's solely for drama purposes. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this episode. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What did you like and dislike about this episode? Let me know. We can talk about and discuss all that good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe for future Supergirl reviews, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.